I wanted to make a quick little guide on how to add DLSS 3.5 or any version, not the frame generation, just the super resolution aspect of it. And I found this video here by MX Benchmark PC, which is actually pretty cool. He makes some pretty cool videos, benchmarking stuff. And he shows here differences in image quality. We can take a quick look here. So this is native FSR 2.2. And what I notice is the shimmering. That's kind of what stands out to me the most, and how DLSS does a better job with this mod here, as you can see. It's not perfect, mind you. You can see a bit of ghosting and blurring here on this laser pointer in the background area here. But overall, I think it's more stable, right? So he actually has all the links and stuff you need listed here in the video description with steps. I just wanted to make this video because I've been confused in the past, or maybe for newer users who are kind of confused about following steps, just more like a visual guide, I suppose you could say. So what we're going to need is we're going to need to download three things, and you're going to need a Nexus Mods account, which is free to make, and we're going to have to download these files here. So the first one is going to be this Starfield Upscaler standalone version from that link. And you're only going to need to download this one, the manual download of the standalone version, not the reshade version, okay? After you download this one, I'm going to download this next one, the Upscaler Base plugin. Click on the link. It's this one here. After downloading that, you're going to have to download the DLSS 3.5 file, which is right here. Takes you to Tech Power Up's website, which they have an archive of all the DLSS files, I believe. So you're going to want to download the latest here, DLSS 3.5. So after you do that, you can follow these steps, or I'll just show you how you do it straight from the files here. So this is the three files on the downloads folder right here. Okay. And then you're going to want to open up your Starfield archive, which the way you do that on Steam is you right click on Starfield, then go to manage, and then browse local files. It'll pop this window here. And if it's on Game Pass PC, I believe it's something similar. You just right click on Starfield, and then there's an option there to browse files. It should bring you up to the same type of folder right here. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open up this Starfield Upscaler standalone version, the first link that we downloaded. You're going to want to open that up, and there's two files here. There's a .dll file and a mods folder. You want to grab both of these and throw them into the Starfield directory, just like that. Next is this other Upscaler Base plugin right here. So if you open that up, there's a folder here. You're going to want to open up the mods folder that we added to the Starfield directory. Open that up. Then you just drag and drop this folder here, just like that, right? So if you look here, there's another .dll file, and that file is also in our Starfield directory. Okay, now we're going to add the DLSS file. So go back to your downloads folder. It's right here, DLSS 3.5. Double click the folder, open that up. Here it is. You want to drag this DLSS file into this folder here on the Starfield directory, right? And that's basically it. So and if you wanted to go back to FSR 2, because what this mod does is it essentially replaces FSR 2.2 with DLSS 3.5. If you wanted to go back to the default, you just delete the mods folder and this dxgi.dll file. Or you can move them onto another folder, then add them back if you want to. And if you wanted to update the DLSS file, all you would do is open up this folder again and just replace this DLL file here with the new DLSS file. But anyway, let's not make this more confusing. We'll jump into the game and show you how to use it. Okay then, now we're in the game. And to check to see if you installed this correctly, you just press the end button on your keyboard and you get this little window that pops up here. It shows that DLSS is on, and you could actually use this to put in XeSS as well. If you just put the XeSS file in that same folder where we put the DLSS file, and then you would use this little drop down menu here to select XeSS. But anyway, right now FSR2 has been replaced with DLSS. So to turn it on, you would turn on FSR2 essentially in the settings. It's going to say FSR2. And right now you can see that we're running natively here, right? 3440 by 1440. That's I use an Alienware ultra wide monitor to play. So that's the display's resolution essentially. And this here is the resolution that we're upscaling, right? Right now everything is native. If you look here, right, render resolution scale is disabled, upscaling is disabled. So we're running natively. If you look at the image here too, there's quite a bit of instabilities. If you look in that restaurant window there's a lot of flickering. So I don't know, the anti-aliasing solution by Bethesda here is not good at all actually. I feel they could have done a better job. Even though I think the game looks really good, there's some areas here that look really good. I do like the game a lot, but that could have been improved. So what we can do now is we'll turn on DLSS and leave the resolution scale to 100%. So that should technically be like DLAA, right? So we just go here, go to display, and then turn on FSR2. So that's basically DLSS now. Okay, so we go out, you can see the resolution is still 3440 by 1440, and that shimmering is gone. It looks quite a bit better actually, right? But we're still not gaining any performance now because, you know, it's technically like DLA, we're running at native resolution. Now, if we wanted to use DLSS to upscale and gain some performance, then we just do what we would normally do. In this case, they don't have quality balance and all that. It's just a resolution scaler. So for quality, that would be 67%. Now, we'll set it to 67%, and then you'll see here, this resolution will change to the resolution that we're rendering the game at, and then it's being upscaled to this. Okay, so here we go. So now we're at 2304 by 964p. So that would be DLSS quality on a 3440 by 1440 display. So you can see it does look a little bit, you know, more softer, I guess you could say, but it still has less shimmering than say FSR2 would. I might actually make some comparisons just out of curiosity. But yeah, that's basically it. That's how you use it. You can press end again to get rid of this little window here. And if you want to go back to FSR, like I mentioned previously, you just delete the mods folder and the dxgi or whatever that file was that we put in the directory, and that should go back to FSR 2.2. Okay, so yeah, that's basically how this mod works. All credits go to that MX Benchmark PC guys video, which is how I found out about this, and I'll link his video below, so you can, that'll have the links for the files you need to download. And yeah, I mean, this mod's made by that Pure Dark guy who's has a Patreon. Actually, he's got frame generation working now, but you need to sign up to his Patreon to get it, which, regardless of how you feel about it, he's kind of doing the work, so I personally don't really have a problem with it. He released this for free, so thanks to him. Just the super resolution part of it. But yeah, I have a feeling that maybe if Bethesda had done DLSS properly, it probably could have been even better than this implementation. I don't know anything about coding. I'm just assuming that, you know, if a modder can do it so quickly, I have a feeling that Bethesda probably could have done a little bit better. And maybe that'll come in the future. I don't know. But anyway, I don't want to make this video longer and ramble and go on and go on. But that's it. Hope the video helped. If you want to do it yourself, you'll find the links below. Thank you.